Gallifrey gals, Gallifrey gals, Gallifrey gals. Welcome to our sci-fi world. It's Gallifrey gals.
That took so long to build, but I knew it was coming.
Welcome to the Gallifrey Gals!
Today, we're getting warped. I'm Paula McSneezy.
And I'm Cat Sleazy. That's the first word that came to mind, and that's not, like, I was grossed out by my own choice in saying, so I'm sorry. But we're here for some Frick Frack and Star Trek.
That's
and,
right.
I'm excited.
Me too. Whoa, I feel like, why did this change? It's fine.
I think it's zoomed out.
There we go.
Is that it? All right.
Sure.
In episode 9 of season 7.
Oh,
The
shoot,
last
what is
episode-
this called?
We went through this earlier.
Hold on, I was looking it up and then I completely freaking forgot everything. Because this is I was like, oh, there's not much to
It's
talk
been
about.
a week.
Force of nature, that's right, that's this one.
Force of nature. Okay.
Force of nature.
Last episode was incredibly angry, like frustrated.
Just get them together.
Just let it be.
Just
When
let
I was
it
editing,
happen.
when I was editing the episode, I was just like, I was like, I'm fucking. This is bullshit. Like,
Just let it happen. They both want it.
You know, let's. I guess just force of nature then.
I guess let's just force of nature.
The corridor is over 12 light years long, and the surrounding Tetrion interference will limit our sensor range.
Could we send out
Tetria,
reconnaissance
not to be
probes
confused with
supplement the sensors?
Tetrazzini.
Won't be very effective. The
What?
interference will make it difficult
I
to
don't
maintain
know.
contact
As I said it,
with
I was like, what am I talking about?
Tetrazzini.
sensor efficiency.
Is it possible that the Ferengi might have hijacked it?
I wouldn't
Possible?
put it past them. I think we should prepare for that contingency.
I mean, always.
All right then, Mr. Wolf.
It's the Ferengi.
Pattern.
What is the point?
What is the
I'm
point?
just trying to get a higher conversion level, that's all.
Fine.
Yeah, me.
I just like to make sure that our power conversion levels are a little bit higher than theirs.
Okay.
You were in competition with me.
Whose dick is bigger than whose?
This is the flagship. We should be better than everybody else. All right, I'll deal with this later. Let me give you a hand with those sensors.
Data here.
What is?
Ship ahead on long range.
What is this episode about? Good question.
We'd like to have you on the bridge.
Yeah,
We're not going to squeeze anything else out of these systems.
we are 11 minutes in, and I've asked like 2 or 3 times, what the fuck is going on?
I am picking up power emissions from the Ferengi vessel. They're locking weapons.
Ferengi, what the fuck?
Open a channel.
We were defending ourselves. Do you deny that you were responsible for disabling my vessel? Do not toy with me, Picard. We are obviously at your mercy. I see no reason to trust you, human.
Human.
Okay.
Human.
We'll be on our way.
Perhaps it would be better to discuss the situation.
Mm-hmm.
The Federation established this corridor to ensure safe access through this sector. We have nothing to gain by mining it.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to your ship
Like,
may not have been an isolated incident. Spot.
This is literally
Down.
me and Shepard every day
This is down.
while I'm trying to
Down.
feed
Down
him.
is good.
Down is good.
I have not been entirely successful.
Not well. Don't give her string. That's bad for cats.
It seems to me your training is coming along just fine. Come on, let's go.
It is emitting an unusual signal. Captain, it is beginning to generate a Verteron field.
Shields up, full reverse.
fuck is it? Oh, gods. Oh, no.
Can we get more power to the shields?
No.
No, sir.
Oh, God, Worf.
Security alert.
It's like, I'm trying.
We are being boarded.
I need a security team down here immediately.
It's on its way.
Captain, according to our research, warp fields cause a dangerous reaction in this region of space.
Our planet is already being affected.
Captain, I've heard this theory before. Their research was evaluated by the Federation Science Council a few years ago. Quite frankly, it didn't hold up.
That research was only preliminary. We knew that if we disabled enough ships, Starfleet would come. Then at least we would be able to present our case.
That's how you rationalized these attacks?
Yeah, what?
You made them look like signal markers. You hid them in the debris field. You mined the corridor.
With my help, your ship could be operational in 10 hours. Provided you agree to review our research.
My sister and I do not wish to impede your rescue process.
Well, don't. The probes are the only leverage we have. If we...
Sarova. But please, re-examine our data.
We will. It is part of our job to retain an open mind, even under these circumstances.
There. Shields have been restored. You will be able to re-engage your engines in approximately 8 hours.
What if the Fleming had been transporting perishable supplies? Or was on an emergency mission? Your little plan might have cost a lot of lives.
That didn't happen, Commander.
Please, try to understand. She believes profoundly in this cause. And you sound just like I did. About 4 years ago.
You mean you didn't believe her either?
No. It took 2 years of study for me to even grasp the principles behind her theoretical models. We're gonna have to convince our own people to give up warp drive completely.
Icarus 2 is the only inhabited world in this region. Without warp drive, you'd be completely isolated from the rest of the Federation.
Has theory be proven?
Not at this time, sir. There's insufficient evidence to do so. I suggest we ask the Federation Science Council to send a research vessel to this area. A more detailed investigation would resolve many of our questions.
That's your response. More
What?
research.
Yes.
Go ahead, number one.
They're trying to work with you!
Long-range sensors.
It's beginning that we needed...
Not we. You can do whatever you want, Rabal. I'll have no part of this.
Captain, the Hakaran ship is moving off.
Bye.
There is one person on board.
They wanted proof. I'm going to give it to them.
Is she about to, like, pull the martyr card?
The Hakaran ship's engines are beginning to overload.
Prepare for impact.
It appears to be what Rabal and Sarova predicted, a subspace rift.
She was right.
Does the rift pose any danger to the Fleming?
I don't know.
Yeah, like...
She was the one who knew all the information.
He has no idea.
I estimate her shields will fail in approximately 12 hours.
Can we risk going in there to get them out?
Not at warp, Commander. Computer display grid Delta 17.
Enhance.
Enhance. Magnify.
What do you make of that?
It's a subspace instability outside the rift.
I believe I have an idea.
Okay. Okay.
We send Spot in, and that's how we tie in the two storylines.
I've trained him. Her.
We should be able to sustain warp speed for approximately 2 minutes.
That doesn't give us much time.
No.
And it could get pretty rough in there.
Yeah.
Timing will be critical.
Between the two of us, we've logged thousands of hours on these engines. We're supposed to be warp field experts.
Oh, Jordy.
She was willing to die in order to make her point.
Yeah, and then cause the now there's
Should've listened to her more
now there's the
closely.
rift. Now it's like there, and there isn't even time.
Sarova's research to the best of our abilities.
Why was I so resistant?
Oh, Jordy.
Perhaps because her aggressive methods created an adversarial situation.
Maybe I was a little threatened. The thought that warp engines might be doing some kind of damage.
It's tough to have to face
so
that, like,
tough.
something you've dedicated your life to
Could potentially
might be causing harm.
I wanted to say I'm sorry about your sister.
Thank you.
Maybe I should have looked at the research more closely. It's possible there's something that I missed.
No. The problem was time. We needed more time to do the proper research. Sarova wasn't willing to wait.
I just don't know how easy it's gonna be to change.
It won't be easy at all.
Whenever you're ready.
Aye, sir. Initiating warp pulse. Now.
We are now entering the rift.
1 minute, 22 seconds. All transport. They may be attempting to initiate their warp drive.
That'd be so bad.
Captain, if they activate
I know,
their...
Mr. Data. Can we
We're
establish
fucked.
communication? They have initiated their warp drive.
Their life support systems are failing. When the Fleming activated their warp drive, the rift increased by 2.3%.
We are within transporter range of the Fleming, sir. Commencing evacuation procedures.
Oh man. And yeah, like it's not their fault. They're just doing what they think.
Every 59
Yeah.
When was the last time you went surfing, Commander?
Never.
A distortion wave.
We could ride it through the rift and then break away once we're clear.
Prepare to
Hold on to your butts.
on my mark.
We were unable to maintain phase match with the distortion wave, sir.
Oh, we missed the wave. Catch the next one.
Differential was too high, Captain.
Distortion wave impact in 5 seconds.
Engage deflector shield.
We're surfing. We're surfing.
Hull stress is 120% above tolerance.
If I had cordless headphones right now, I would be spinning in circles.
all the way around. So good.
Hull stress has returned to normal.
Cancel red alert.
This is how things are now. This is how they'll look in 10 years. 20 years.
Not
Hey,
very
there's this
long.
thing called
Thank you, Doctor.
climate change.
Mr. Ford. The Federation is sharing all our data with warp-capable species. We can only hope that they realize
Warp
it's in
5
their
is
own
still pretty
interest
warpy.
and take similar action. If there are no more questions, you're all dismissed. You know, Geordie, I spent the better part of my life exploring space, and I believe that these were all valuable ends in themselves. And now it seems that all this while I was helping to damage the thing that I hold most dear.
Could you imagine if the people who led the world
Actually
felt
that way?
that?
What's frustrating to me is this episode that came out in, I believe, 1993. Let me confirm. Yes, 1993.
And here we are 30 years later.
We haven't done anything.
No. No.
When you think about the model they put out, we're almost at the end of that model that they use, obviously for fictional purposes, but like.
And not only have they not done anything, it's like a continuous.
There's still a debate about whether or not it exists.
Yeah, and they take advantage of it, and then they blame us.
Yeah.
They blame the small individual who we're trying to survive in a fucking capitalistic country, you know, and other places in the world where, you know, like we could dive into that for like.
We've been convinced that the way to fix things is through individual impact, when things that, frankly, corporations are doing.
Dare you not
are
recycle
better?
Your one plastic water bottle? How dare you grocery shop and buy things that are in plastic? Stop doing that.
Well, stop
we want to
making things in plastic.
And then the things that are sold in different ways where like, maybe it's not plastic, or maybe it's this, or maybe it's that, and they fucking jack the price up, you know? Like, it's an everlasting that, dear God, I hope it doesn't keep going.
Yeah.
But yeah, 93, we're 30 years later. We're 30 years. We're 30 years into that little lovely analogy.
So what do you think about, I have a few little things to say about this episode, but overall...
I mean, overall, it was like the latter half of the episode, I think, was much better than the first half.
For sure.
I just don't know if they just had no idea what they were doing. If time got cut short or something happened.
No, they wrote this episode basically with the environmental impact of warp drive story. And then we're like, oh, this is kind of short. So then they added in this B plot basically about Data's cat, and for some reason the script ended up with that all being at the beginning instead of interwoven, and then everything else at the end, and it results in this kind of disjointed episode that feels very much like it's in the middle of the last season of a show, if I'm honest.
110%.
You know what I mean? It feels like you're like, we're mid-season in the last season of a show's existence. Yeah, you can tell.
That's exactly what I felt when we were watching it. It was just very like, yeah, this is the last season. We're about midway of them not knowing what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Like,
and
they're just
unfortunate because I think there's an important
message there.
The main idea of the episode is important, and I think it was important to them. But it just wasn't, and I think from what I've read, they also agree the way it was executed wasn't the most ideal scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear Shepard purring. It's so cute.
At one point in the middle of the episode, he got so loud. I was like,
hey, listen to him. So silly. Latter half of that episode, very good. You know, those moments with Geordi and with Picard at the end, like, those were really good moments. It's because, what would you like? That's what we wish and hope that the people, in charge of these things would feel. And it's not easy to sit there and reflect on this thing that, okay, I had a part, or I've had a part in not only admiring it most of my life, but now being a part of like helping it grow, helping it flourish, helping it, expand, and now having what you feel like is a hand in causing harm.
Destroying it. Yeah.
Corn Man.
What timing for that?
Corn Man. $3. Some elotes.
Oh man, I would eat the shit out of that right now.
I would eat the shit out of that right now if I had cash and was not in the middle of this. That was I really like the latter half.
Yeah.
That guy, the brother, looked an awful lot like someone who played a Cardassian, but it could just be because of how the makeup is with their bridge of the nose that's making it look similar.
Look a bit, let's see. Let me go to the cast real quick and we'll do a check. While I'm doing that, I will say Tetrazzini is basically a pasta casserole. It uses like spaghetti or angel hair. Angel hair pasta.
Okay.
And like cream of mushroom soup and that kind of thing with like meat in it. And it's not my favorite thing. We used to eat it when I was a kid.
I see.
So...
Okay.
Yeah. I think this is the only character he played.
Anyways.
Yeah. But he does have a bit of that, like...
It's just that elongated, the features.
Yeah.
That was an episode. It wasn't like it was terrible. Terrible is that's a mean word. It wasn't terrible. The first half of it was just not great.
First half was kind of boring, and
it was just boring. It was just like, okay, I can be distracted because this obviously there's no
it needed to be interwoven.
There's nothing at stake here. There's nothing at stake in the first half of this episode.
Yeah. When a whole chunk of your episode is, let's check sector J9.
It only goes up 1.3%.
Sector 4, C4, and you're like, okay, why are these lines worth the same? But
so,
that's okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
And
so that's
what else is more than all right? Hanging with y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
If you want to continue to hang out and if you want to support the channel and make this all possible, you can join our Patreon. Patreon.com/GallifreyGals.
You get access to our Discord community, full-length reactions, other fun little treats sometimes, the joy of knowing that you're financially supporting what we're doing, which makes this channel possible. Because without our Patreon,
us be here.
We probably wouldn't be able to keep doing it. So thank you very much.
Thank you. We appreciate it. And if you can't, we understand. I know I understand. I get it. But you can do the free things that help out the channel as well. Follow, like, comment, subscribe. All those things. Check out our other stuff. We react to other We react to other TV shows.
That's right. Doctor Who. And
Classic
animated
Who at the
stuff.
moment.
Classic Who. Yeah. We'll see you over there at those reactions. And we'll also... You can catch your Gallifrey Gals next time as we boldly watch what no cat has ever watched before.
Goodbye. Wow, that was harder this time around. My hand was like...
Bye!
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a little thumbs up, and if you want to be notified when we post new content, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and hit that little bell in the corner.